Welcome back to the Kickback Launch Podcast.
Yeah, boy. You know what it
We're
is.
live, back in action. I just wanted to drop a plug. I'm going to try to get a fight going on February 15th.
Okay.
Live and pay-per-view.
Live on pay-per-view?
Yes, sir.
Do you get a pay-per-view or what?
Pay-per-view points, of course.
ESPN Plus.
Work that into the contract.
Gang. Before we start, we want to shout out World Tour Woo.
Yeah.
Album just dropped. Go check it out.
The man, myth, the legend. You know what I'm saying? It's some fucking heat.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure y'all go get that. And he has a feature with LA Fours, a couple other artists. But yeah, this is definitely an album for like his career. I feel like it really puts him on the map.
Yeah?
All his other stuff was really good, but this shit is actually like legitimately, the quality's good.
Uh-huh.
The songs are banging. Like I feel like it's got playback value.
For sure. I like me personally, I like the last song on there, talking about his grandma, because that shit, I don't know, that shit's real as fuck.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about like how I guess he lost his grandma, but like as he grew up, that was the person that he like looked to and shit. Like he would go if he was like fighting with his mom or some shit.
Yeah,
that shit's crazy.
Like he talks about a lot of like a lot of like loss, a lot of struggle, and you get to know him like more on a personal level.
Mm-hmm.
And when artists do that, dude, it like puts him like on the map because people can relate more to it. So I feel like it's definitely a good album. Go check it out. You know, St. Louis born and bred.
And he was getting a lot of like positive feedback too. You see, I don't know if you like watching his story, like hella shout out.
Oh yeah, dude, he always puts people on. Like he shows people like that they're supporting him. You know,
that's fucking dope. That's the best thing, giving back to people that support you.
Mm-hmm.
But let's go ahead and get this thing started. You feel me? It was recently Christmas yesterday.
Yep.
Let's see. Did you guys have a good Christmas?
For sure. Went out to my mom's, met up with the brothers. I haven't been with them since like, I would say like 6 years. Like all of us in one room. All of us in one room and my mom.
That's a long time.
Yeah, dude. Like we all got busy lives and shit. Like my brother's doing his thing with his girlfriend and all that sort of thing. Like they're older, so like they got other shit to be doing. But
facts.
Yeah, dude. Like we just haven't been in the same room in a long time.
Damn, I bet it felt good though.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! I threw that arm out. We're out there throwing the pigskin.
Oh really?
Game ball official, but
you guys do some wrestling?
Some wrestling?
No, I don't wrestle him.
No wrestle?
They know I'd fuck them up. I'm 22. They're like 30 something. Now. I'm in my prime.
They got the old man strain. Or they, that midlife crisis.
That dad strain.
All right.
What about you, Pete?
Yeah, go ahead, Pete.
What's up?
What'd you do for Christmas?
I woke up, I opened up the presents last night. I mean the night before Christmas.
Like Christmas Eve.
Oh,
yeah, we do that too.
Damn, that kind of takes away, doesn't
we
it?
do that too. Like that's like a tradition. Like in my household, our old household, and then like my household, I'm in with my aunt and stuff. We always open up Christmas like gifts like Christmas Eve 12, and then the next day we go to grandma's house or like cousin's house, and then we celebrate. But we always open up gifts the night before. You don't open up gifts the night before?
No, this is what happens. So I go with like the rest of my family the night before, and we give each other gifts. But like Christmas Day is like me, my sister, my mom, and we'll give each other gifts. Those are the best.
So do you guys go out Christmas Eve?
Christmas Eve we just go to like a family's house.
Yeah,
and then that shit's always like.
Usually some people either do vice versa. Like some people like do a movie night or something on Christmas Eve. Yeah, and then Christmas Day they'll do something else with gifts and stuff.
Yeah, see, we celebrate with the whole family on Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day we get like wake up, gifts first, obviously, and then breakfast. Bro, it was low key a good Christmas because like for some reason people were bringing out the fucking gifts this year, bro.
Yeah,
got a lot of shit I wanted. I mean,
for some reason,
you know, this advice to anybody that like doesn't get what the fuck they want on Christmas, bro. And like when people ask you what you want, you gotta tell them, bro. Yeah. Because if you don't fucking tell them, if you be like, oh, I don't really want anything, you ain't gonna get shit, bro.
Dude,
and get some shitty gifts.
And I feel like because we're older, like once we get what we actually want, dude, that shit is awesome.
Yeah, for real.
I can't even lie to you.
Hell yeah.
Hey, dude, like so we have like Christmas Eve like dinner at my house, like tradition, like, and we're like eating. Like after I got done eating, I was literally thinking how what's it called? I need to buy some jeans and shit.
Yeah.
For like work and shit.
Some
and
boot
literally,
cuts.
Yeah.
And I got some fucking jeans.
Boot cuts?
Huh? No, hell no. Slim straight.
Slim Shady?
Yeah.
Oh,
bro, never bury me in boot cuts. Like I don't care what.
Damn.
I don't want them to ever put boot cuts on me.
It's on record, so
Yeah,
I mean, now they
don't
know.
ever burn them shits.
So like one of my favorite gifts I got it from my mom. Shout out.
Mm-hmm.
It was the last gift. So what she did for us, like me and my sister, the last gifts we got were gifts that like we didn't necessarily ask for, but like she just thought we would like. So I ended up like the day before I ended up getting my grandpa a fucking drone with the camera. Yeah, I got him a drone with a camera on it. Shout out to my grandpa. Because he's getting into technology, I guess, which is you would think is weird, but I mean, I guess
dude, he's embracing it.
Yeah, you gotta fucking get into something when you're old, right?
Yeah.
So I got him that, and I was gonna help him set up that. So what my mom got me is she got me the same thing, and it's from Kohl's. It was $40, drone with a camera, bro. That's tough. $40, that's not bad. And so I get out there, we go out, set it up, bro. The shit took like 40 minutes to set up because I couldn't get out the fucking package. And I don't know what the fuck. I guess they don't want it to get
You gotta
stolen.
like configure it and stuff.
Well, that shit took like 2 minutes, but just getting out the package took like 40, bro. Because they
don't want to break it.
They zip tied the fuck out of that thing. But anyways, so we set it up, we get it flying, bro, and I'm flying, right? I guess I guess I flew it a little down south, like too far, bro. Tried to turn it. And I guess I lost control, bro. That shit's gone, bro.
Are you serious?
Shit is gone, bro.
Bro, remember the time Jared got his shit stuck up in the tree?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I was thinking about. But this
so did
thing,
the battery die, or it just went too far?
I guess it went too far, and like it's probably in a tree somewhere.
Yeah.
But I looked for that shit for about an hour, couldn't find it. R.I.P. a drone. I ordered a new one though.
Yeah, I'm about to say I would have that receipt ready, especially with drones. Dude,
I mean, what's the?
Never know.
That's on you though. You can't return it if you don't have the item. Bro, I lost it. It's gone. there's this dude down the street. He was watching me fly it, and he was like walking his dog.
Yeah.
Bro, he was laughing his ass off.
When
he saw us driving around trying to find it.
He should have fucking helped.
Nah, he's doing his thing, bro. It's Christmas, bro.
Wait, so did your grandfather lose his too?
Nah, he didn't. We didn't set his up yet. I just lost mine.
Oh, okay.
Dude, that's so tragic though. It was fun as fuck for about 5 minutes.
Yeah. I feel like with those, you got to be really in like an open area, bro.
Practice, bro.
There's so many trees in Crestwood.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to get a bow.
A bow?
Yeah.
Like a bow and arrow?
Yeah. For Christmas.
That'd be fucking tough.
I'm gonna get one for myself.
Bro, a fucking longbow would be nice. That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah,
You gonna take like archery?
Yeah, like I'm gonna set up like those like blocks, target blocks and shit in my backyard, like how we did for the gun.
Mm-hmm.
But,
would you get a crossbow or just a regular bow?
Regular bow, because I want to go like hunting and shit next year.
Yeah, but if you want to go hunting, you should get a crossbow. You can just, you know.
Mm.
That's what most people hunt with, unless you're fucking like a patsy,
Yeah, that's what
bro.
my like mom's boyfriend hunts with. He's like a bow and arrow and shit, and he lets me draw it back like, dude,
oh really?
80-pound bows and 70-pound bows. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, it's hard as fuck.
That'd be tough, bro.
Yeah,
but getting that, I mean, just practicing would be tough.
Yeah,
you know, it'd be
dude,
fun.
I honestly would like to do that more in 2020.
Do what?
We should talk about that, like, you know, visions for 2020.
Yeah,
it's like I definitely want to be able to like, you know, get more wilderness time in. Like I feel like, you know what I mean? Because like we live in Missouri, and you've been preaching it for a while. Like, dude, I mean, we live in Missouri. We have all these parks and nature. Like, why not embrace it?
I've been thinking about it because like I know people that do like mushroom hunting and shit.
All types of
make
shit.
bank from that, and that if you have it in Missouri, bro, you might as well.
All types of shit, dude. I was looking at YouTube channels with fishing, hunting in Missouri, like trout.
I bet
bass.
people that like are from like big cities. Well, I mean we're from St. Louis, so it's kind of a big city.
I feel like we're on the map now, yeah.
But like, I feel like they look at us like they look at like our nature that we have, and they're like, damn, like that'd be dope. But like we never look at that shit.
Fuck no, dude.
You know?
We live in like the part of St. Louis where we're like more city like urban. You know, we don't really do shit in the wilderness.
Yeah.
If you go out to like
suburban,
right? If you go out to like Rolla and those places, like it's more like outside people,
like Eureka and shit.
Like they're country as fuck.
We definitely have to check that out for 2020.
Yes.
You guys have any other goals for 2020, or like anything you want to accomplish?
I want to move out for sure.
Facts.
Yep.
Big facts.
Move out, get the place. Just fucking start my life for real.
Start it off. Why not?
Like straight up.
There's no better time, right? Than fucking.
For those who don't know,
No cap.
because I don't know if we said this on the podcast, we probably mentioned it. The boys plan on getting their place in 2020. So yeah, that's big goals. I feel like is it that like this year I got a car, which was one of my big things for this year. Or was that
you
last
just
year?
got your car this year?
That was last year.
You probably got it last year.
That was last year. So, anyways, well, that was last year's goal, but like this year's goal was the podcast. Was starting the podcast.
Right.
So next year's goal is just getting the podcast going.
Mm-hmm.
Like getting a sponsor,
camera.
Yeah, getting a camera,
We
getting like more legit with our brand.
So we can use my camera.
I mean, we might as well. But yeah,
we want to get more sponsored. We want to get like actually like get some feet under us. You know what I mean? Get branded.
Build a studio.
Get LLC. Get like copyright. Like we just want to become a brand. And next year, and like yeah, dude, 2020 is gonna be a good year. Year of the future.
What's some advice for people going into 2020, and like just like setting goals in general, like when the new year comes around?
The big thing for me when setting goals is just like, you make sure if you set a goal at that top of the list goal, make sure you finish that before anything else.
Write it down.
Yeah, like
write it down.
Cause it's like, dude, if you're not gonna constantly like keep going for it, you're gonna put it under a rug. It's like if you're saying you're gonna go to the gym.
Yeah. Which is a lot of people's goal.
Oh fuck like, yeah, the gym's gonna be packed.
Gym's gonna be packed
in like 2 weeks.
Gym's gonna be packed for about like 2 months. Yeah. You know.
I'm thinking like, cause I might be going. I'm trying to. That's one of my goals. Is this summer I'm trying to make this trip out to, like, see my cousin's wedding and shit. Cause I haven't been over there in like 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh, Croatia.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Trying to go out there for like be out there for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You gonna find a wife?
Shit, maybe.
Bring her back to the States.
Hey, we can set up an arranged marriage if you want.
Yeah, that ass.
That'd be funny.
But so I'm trying to do that. But like before I go out there, like in 2020, like, so that would be like in June and shit. And I'm gonna try to have like 2 fights before that, and then like
before summer.
Yeah, and then before I come back, I'm gonna try to have like three fights. I'm trying to fight like 5 times total. 2020.
Okay. A lot.
Get 3 fights under your belt.
Training.
True. I know, but I like it because it's gonna keep me like in shape and shit. But then not only that, I want to do like 2 or 3 jiu-jitsu competitions this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're getting to the end. We're getting to the end of the year. Almost a couple of days. A lot of big things coming next year.
Dude, it's so wild. It's so wild, bro.
Let me ask you this though.
2020.
What do you guys think about, before we get into 2020, what do you guys think about like this year in general? What do you think?
It's been eye-opening.
Eye-opening?
Yeah.
Weird way to end the decade.
Because like I don't know, I feel like I hit like rock bottom and shit, and it's like
yeah.
Like, but also at the same time, like like once
dude, same though, low key.
Once you hit rock bottom, like there's nowhere else like to go but up.
Exactly.
It's the age. I think it's 21, dude. Like I swear it's 21.
Like recently though, like shit's been really hitting me like
life. Yeah.
Like just like I'm looking at other people like dude, like honestly, like where I'm at, like right here, like 21, dude, I could, if I went to like college and shit right after school, I'd be graduated right now, bro.
Yeah, but
that's true.
I mean, everybody has their own path.
Yeah, right? I know, true, that too. But I'm thinking like, you know, we're getting to that point where like people are gonna have like, you know, they're gonna start making like real money and like
80K.
Like, you know, I don't want to be doing like some bullshit. You know, like I don't want to be that dude. You know.
Yeah. I feel like you can't. You have to be careful when you like compare yourself to other people, because you never know like.
Well, I mean that, but I mean like also it's also like, but what I'm trying to say is like I need to like really like put my like, it's time to like for me to like really like put my foot on the gas. And,
I think the place you're at right now is like what I hit, cause like we're like slightly older than you. When's your birthday?
June 20th.
June 20th.
So about a year.
I just turned 21. Yeah. Like,
it's about a year.
Months ago, 6 months ago.
So like I'm 22 now, but like I know the exact spot you're in, cause like
22 tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's your fucking birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, so like dude, you're speaking facts. But go ahead. I want you to finish.
No, I know the exact thing that like you're hitting right now, because I felt the same way when I first turned like I kind of felt it when I first turned 20, I think.
Facts, yeah.
And then like, dude, it's like a whole shift. I think it's just becoming a man, basically.
It is.
It's like it's a whole shift in your mentality, because like for me personally, like the beginning of summer, that's when I like broke up with my girlfriend and shit. And then like you kind of like you learn a lot about life and about yourself.
Priorities.
Yeah, and just like growing up in general, bro, and like what really fucking matters to you. Yep. And like, dude, just like going through this year, like you were saying, is you kind of just learn like a lot of shit about what, if you want something, you got to go take it, you know?
Yeah.
Like you can't just like sit back and like not build. I feel like this year's like taught me how to build shit, you know?
Oh yeah, dude, we've literally made like, look where we are right now to where we were when we were in a coffee shop. Like that's where I always sit back. Like I always think about like We were literally in a coffee shop with one iPhone on notes.
For those of you who don't know, like, we came up with the idea to start the podcast.
Yeah.
We were just like went over to Starbucks. Shout out to them, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't really fuck with Starbucks, but we had the idea to start something, and if you ever want to start something in life, you gotta just like
You just got started.
start with the notes.
We got the resources.
That's what it is. Yeah, exactly. You gotta take advantage of your resources. Start on your notes. Write out what you want to build, and actually go through with it, and don't fucking give up.
Step by step.
That's the biggest thing people say is like, after a while, people just give up on whatever they're building or whatever they're creating, and like they just let it go to waste. But if you really want something, you gotta go fucking take it.
And to build on like what you were saying too, Pete, is like Andrew is like, you're speaking facts, bro. Like, I feel like I went through that too. I went through that phase. It was more silent, but it was like definitely like something that Court helped me through a lot, which is why it's kind of like that's why like she's just everything is just because like I went to talk to her about it. Dude, it is like becoming a man. Like when I hit 21, like everything changes because it does feel like you're like behind. And I talked to her about it. I was like, you're about to be like out of school in like 2 semesters. You're gonna be like trying to look for a job and shit. Like, I just feel like that I haven't made that. But the thing is, dude, like you said, you can't like, or like Drew was saying, you can't like compare. Because like at the end of the day, it's like
you never know what
everyone's at a different step.
Exactly.
You know, like kind of comparing is kind of like a high school thing.
It's
like,
lost.
Yeah, because like we see people we went to school with and we think like, oh, they're doing this.
Yeah.
But like necessarily, like, dude, they might not find a job for like 3 more years, 5 more years.
Right.
It honestly doesn't matter. It's just like how we go about it. You know.
Yeah.
If this is shit that we want to do, like, let's fucking do it.
You know what else I want to do for 2020 is the big goal.
What's that?
Is to have multiple sources of income.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to have like at least 3 because like right now I'm at where just from work, and that's like bullshit because you know you gotta wait till payday and shit like that. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah,
that
dude,
shit sucks.
And the thing is, like, we're gonna be having like a place and shit. So like I'm on that same thing. I'm trying to figure out like another couple sources of income because I had 2 jobs.
Yeah, because now that we'll have our own place too, we could definitely like try to figure out like,
some avenues, dude. Like,
for real, just for having your own spot. And
just
shit.
like hustle.
Yeah, dude. Like, cause it's like we're coming into that age. Like, it's 2020. 22. It's kind of like you want to kind of like start building the life that you want to live, or start like formatting how you want to do it, because you don't even necessarily have to be there. Like, we're still in the growth phase. You know what I mean? We're gonna be in the growth phase for at least 4 or 5 more years.
Right.
But it's like you want to be able to, start making the way where you can kind of trim off the excess and then make yourself how you want to be.
Right, because when you're 21, you're just like,
you're finding it.
You're just now like being able to drink, go out to bars, and like, that's fine. Enjoy your life, you know?
Exactly.
But like there comes a point in time where you have to just like cut off part of the bullshit in your life,
Yeah.
And just like if you really want to be like successful, you have to work towards it,
You have to.
And a little growth is like better than no growth at all. And like, even just learn from, you're gonna still make mistakes.
Yep.
And you gotta realize like that's okay to make mistakes. You just have to learn from them, Right. And like, we're not done. You'll never be done making mistakes.
Yeah, like, we're not experts on it. You know what I mean? But it's like, you kind of as you get older, you just live and learn. And so like, I feel like we've lived a lot and we've learned a lot. And like it's just kind of, you know what I mean?
We lived a lot, but we lived a
From
little at the same time.
You know what I mean? You gain experience. And that's how it is. Because you could be 16, but if you have a shit ton of experiences, you could be more mature than a person who's 32.
Yeah.
And that's facts.
Speaking of that, like, what advice would you give to somebody that's like 16 if they hear this?
It sounds cliche as fuck, but like, legitimately just work hard at whatever you're doing. Like, if that's school, like if that's what you want to do, like if you really want to go to college and you really want to go to university, work hard on your shit. Because for me, it was like, I didn't even know like if I wanted to go to university or not.
Right.
And like, now I kind of know that I do want to like get some school in it. Like, I legitimately like school. I like being there, but like, it can be time consuming, it can be costly, but like, just follow your passions, man. Like, it sounds cliche, but like, it's the truth. Because once you get out of high school, you realize that there is a bigger world. Relationships matter. The people you talk to matters.
Like, relationships in terms of like
who you know, who you know, what you do, who you hang around with. Yeah, that shit all. Because dude, I've learned a lot. Like, it will shape who I hang around with. It
will shape you like to who you will become. Because like, either you might learn from it or you might like take some bad habits or good habits. It just depends. But the advice I would give to like somebody 16 is like, if you have an idea of kind of what you want to do, just do it. Do it in your free time. And we waste a lot of time. Yeah. As like when we're younger, because we want to have fun and do stuff. Just dedicate like a little bit of time to like improving yourself as a person. Because I mean, it's not gonna hurt you, and it's only gonna help like when you're
just get some visions. Yeah, get some visions. Start early. Like me and Drew, like back in high school, we used to always like say we wanted to get an apartment and shit. Yeah, like, get a place. Just because like we knew that like eventually we were gonna like get a place to live and like start figuring out some shit. You know what I mean? Because like even if you just envision it, it's gonna make it easier once you get there. Yeah. So what about you, Pete? Anything you want to give to like the high school kids?
To youth, I'd say take up a martial art.
Take up a martial art.
Yeah. Let off some of that rage.
Or just like
just like the like people you'll meet, because like there's like for like jiu-jitsu, like the jiu-jitsu community, like especially at Finney's, bunch of like cool dudes, like there are a lot of dudes that are like in their 30s and shit, and I feel like you just get like a lot of wisdom and shit from them.
So like
it like rubs off on you.
Dude, those 30-year-olds got some wisdom. I can't even, like my brother's friends are around that age, and my brother's that age, like dude, 30-year-olds they know what the fuck they're talking about.
Just like take advice from older people. Like we hear a lot of things, but I mean, think about what the message actually means. Right. You know?
Because as you get older, it becomes more relevant.
Facts. Know? That's what I was saying. Like I was giving my cousin's like 10, but I was giving her like some advice. You know, just like little things, like because we mess with her all the time. Like my family, like we'll tell her stuff and then she'll like believe it, but like
like you just fuck with her.
And then I told her like don't believe everything you hear, but like. It sounds like it's a little thing, and like she actually like repeated it later, you know. But I mean, if you like instill something in somebody's head, like they might not know what it means then, but like later on,
dude, stuff you hear as a kid, like this shit sticks around. It's so weird.
It's important that's why it's important the messages.
You know what's weird is like those moments like when you live through that shit, like, and then you're like, damn, I remember like when I was younger and I'd look at someone and think like, why do they do that shit? And then now you're doing it, you're like, damn, now I get it. Yeah, it's the weird. And that's hit me like twice, like this week alone.
Yeah. Like, you just learn a lot, but you don't know that you're even learning. You just like taking
lots
it in.
Lots of growth from like, I would say age 18 through age 21 is where you get your most growth in young youth, bro. Like, holy fuck. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, cause 19, bro, like what were you going through 19, bro?
Shit, 19 is like right before 19, like I said, 20 is when I hit my transition of like, I guess becoming a man or just some type of higher consciousness of where like I realized certain shit. Yep. Cause 19, bro, I was just fucking around, like shit didn't matter.
Exactly,
bro.
Dude. Like
shit didn't matter. I was just having fun.
Yeah, it was just like you're just gonna take it wherever. And then like once you hit like 20, you're like, well, right, I'm still taking it wherever, but
yeah, it depends. It depends on the person, like what age you hit it at, but like there's definitely like some.
And see, some kids hit it after they get out of universities. Some kids hit it like when they come back. And they're like, well, shit, this is like the real world. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I have no bars, no club life. I got to start looking for a job. Yeah. And then that shit starts setting in because it's like, oh, well, this is really what I want to do and all that. So everyone goes through like shit, like transitions of life. It's just about like finding what's going to work best for you. Like, I'm cool, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like what we're doing and like how we, because it's like, I can kind of envision where we're going to be next year this time. You know what I mean? I can see that we're going to have this many subscribers, this many people who are listening, this many people who are like willing to like get on board.
Mark it down. We're gonna clip this.
Yeah, I was going to say, dude, bro. Like it's just like, you know.
Yeah, I'm excited for 2020.
Me too, man. Like it's another year of growth.
Just like gonna start Beat Central back up. Like I wrote down like a bunch of different shit that I want to do for like this coming up. Like
I think it's
shit that I picked up from T-Mobile, like. Just how they do business, like
plans.
Yeah, shit like that.
Yeah, like you're going over to. We talked a little bit about this last podcast, but like, you don't want to be at your fucking your partner's fucking family.
Yeah,
house.
Dude,
and
at yours. And see, that's what we were talking about too. Like, so I went to my mom's earlier that day, and then I went there that night. Yeah, like that's perfectly fine with me. Like that's cool. I just, like you said, I just don't want to be there all day because it's like, all right.
Bro, it's the same. It really doesn't matter whose family it is because like there's other shit you'd rather be doing, you know? Yeah. But bro, for me, like my family, and I know some people can relate to this. My family, like they go to church and shit, like either like midnight mass type thing or like in the morning. Bro, this year, I think I did it last year too. I'm like, yeah, I'm not fucking going to church. And like, it's fine. Cause like, if you don't want to go to church, bro.
Do you think you're going to get religious in 2020?
No.
At any point?
I mean.
Because it doesn't have to be Christianity. It could be like anything.
It's not about, for me, it's not about like a religion thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I kind of worry about like myself, you know?
Yeah.
And like just getting myself right. Like my mental and shit, and like just having a balance in my life. But this is the thing, like, if you don't want to go to fucking church, like you really feel like you don't have to, bro, you don't have to fucking go. If a family's religious, a lot of times they'll force it on your kids. Not necessarily force, but like...
No, you're speaking facts.
They'll expect you to do a certain thing. But like at this age, like, because we're like 22 now, I don't feel like you have to fucking go to church or like you have to be a certain religion. Just like whatever you want to do, I feel like go ahead and do it. If you don't want to go to church, if you want to do it. But I think like my mom was saying, like it's not about that. It's about like spending time with you or making them happy. But the thing is, like, I'll spend time with them. That's fine. Like we can go do stuff, we can go chill. But like I'm not going to fucking church, bro.
Yeah,
like,
it's definitely like a different experience. It's a different atmosphere.
Yeah,
I can't even like lie and tell you that. And I do like see where you come from because my mom forced it on me.
Yeah.
But if I'm religious though, like
right.
It took me a while to like see what I liked, and like I am religious, and I don't go to church every day.
Right, and
like,
that's fine.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and it's like, it is a different vibe there.
Yeah.
And if like you're not comfortable going in there, like, dude, you really don't have to go in there. Like religion is in you, and that's the views I have personally. Yeah. Like I am Christian, but like the personal views I have in court, I've talked to court about this too. Is like
it's a spirituality thing.
Yeah, dude. Like you don't have to be in church to be religious.
Facts. I would that was my view like early on for sure. Like when I was going to church, like, and the funny thing is, I mean, I don't want to like bash religion or anything because like everybody has their own views, but like if you're a certain religion, most religions like they accept like other types of people, you know. Yeah. But the thing is, like, just if you don't want to go to church, the way that people view you as like a certain like they're like kind of judge you, that says enough for me to not want to go.
To not want to go.
Yeah, exactly.
And then those same people would be like, oh, this is non-judging atmosphere.
Exactly.
You're not judged here.
Exactly.
But if you don't go, then you're judged.
Yeah, we accept everybody. We don't judge, but like,
but the people who don't come here.
Exactly. So, I don't know.
It's kind of it's definitely, I feel like with anything in America, anything in general, there's gonna be like that type of shit, you know,
like judgment.
Yeah, like judgment, like stereotype, and like fucking.
It's weird in America because like we
hypocritical shit.
Yeah, we have like all different types of religions, all different types of like people in general, you know, and like a lot of countries, it's all like one thing, you know. Well, like one type of people, and then like there could be like different religions in there. Yep. But like maybe like 2 or 3. But I don't know. It's like it's different in America, you know.
I feel like dude, like, honestly, we talked about this before, but, like, America is the best place to live.
I mean, I think so.
I'm figuring that out also, like, as I get older, is that, like, dude, we could literally do anything we want to do.
Facts.
As long as you just put 100% in that, like...
As long as it's legal and you pay your taxes and shit. Well, I mean, a lot of people are doing illegal shit. Yeah. But...
we can put that on there, like, work ethic is another thing that I want to work on in 2020.
Facts.
Because I feel like we figured out how we want to be. We figured out where we want to be. Yeah. It's just about finding time and like managing our time the way it should be.
That's the biggest thing. If you want to like push yourself or you have any goals, time management is key because like if you don't manage your time right, you're not going to get shit done.
Exactly.
Or like you're not going to practice doing whatever you whatever you want to practice.
I don't know if you've been feeling this, but like the last, I would say since like November or October, it's felt like you kind of like it's just been like we just no structure, like for me, like it feels like it's like so weird how everything is.
I think it's like I'm
just waiting for next week.
Rush.
I'm waiting for next week. I'm waiting for like that type of shit. You know what I mean? It's like keep planning for next week, but it's only like I plan like 2 weeks out. I only plan 1 week out. I think that is just because of where we work. Yeah. Also, but it's like my goal is to just plan ahead. Dude.
I see what you're saying because like you want to add. I mean, it sounds like you want to add like more structure into your life, which is a good thing.
Court's been showing me some shit too, because that's how she operates. Is like she's very structural. And it's like, I didn't used to live like that. Like, you know that. Like, in high school, dude, I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know?
You think it's a guy thing, or you think it's just, like, how we grew up?
It could be a guy thing.
Yeah.
It could be a guy thing. I've talked to some guys who have the similar problems and shit. But it's weird, dude. You know what I mean, though?
Yeah, structure does a lot for people.
Because I used to have a structure, and when you have structure, your life feels like it's moving so much differently.
It hits a little different, you know?
Because it feels like it's moving, like, I don't know. Because when you're moving, like, where you're just keep expecting the, you know, next week, next day.
Like, you're not really, you're kind of like just winging shit.
Yeah, dude.
It almost seems like you're not accomplishing certain things when you don't have a structure, because when you do have a structure, you can like check shit off your list.
Right.
And that, but that's a good goal to have.
That's just goals, man. And you know, like, also when finding balance comes like finding like
Nemo.
Some fun. Like finding fun in that too.
No, yeah.
Because like, I mean, we're still fucking young.
Yeah, dude, we're 22.
And like, we should have fun too. You know what I mean? So it's like,
we should.
It's just balance, bro. It's balance, because like, I haven't really been doing shit. Like, I just haven't, like, in like the last 5-6 months.
But also, like you said, like, since November, I think there's a rush at the end of the year. For me, the year's kind of been going by slow, which is weird, because everybody says like when you get older, time goes by faster. And like, but I don't know, I think I've been soaking it up, like, because like we were saying, we went through a lot of transitions this year, but just I've been soaking it up and accepting life for what it is.
Just lived a fuller day.
Exactly. And it, like, there's days that, like, when I don't do shit, like, if I just like have an off day, because we work a lot, we do the podcast shit, so
always
time is kind of like stretched, right? But when I do have a day off, like, I kind of just enjoy it. But when you don't really do shit for the day, like, you're just on, like,
it goes
Instagram,
fast. You're
on fucking like playing video games, watching TV, whatever you do, watching YouTube, like, I mean, your day's not really gonna be fulfilling.
No.
But I've definitely, like,
well, I'm learning that too. Like,
if you're doing shit, like, just even little shit throughout your day, like going to the gym or like reading a book, like, dude, it's gonna improve. At least for me, it's gonna improve your life like a lot, because you actually see like progress in yourself,
right?
And that's like a big thing you want to have,
right? And that's how it was in the beginning of this year and a little bit of last year. Is like that mentality. I used to have a fuller day. I would get up early, and like that I was working a different schedule, but still I would wake up like 8, 7, maybe read some scriptures, read a little bit of my book, and then start my day. Yeah. And like, honestly, that's a fuller day, like you said. And I feel like that's a kind of a guy trap. Like,
what do you mean?
Being like on your off day or something, you're just, like you said, just being on your phone, or like,
I'm sure girls do,
or playing video games and shit.
I'm sure girls do.
But you know, guys game.
Yeah, gaming.
A shit ton of
gaming.
Girls will know when to like go out or like go shopping or something.
Yeah.
But like, dudes are like, dude, we just like to game and like relax.
So for me, like, there's a period of time, like, I just got like my Xbox set up and everything again, and like the new Call of Duty, shout out Advanced Warfare, you know the rules, bang bang. Yeah. But like, when I wasn't playing, like, this is the thing. So I would end up doing more stuff, like going to the gym, doing like just random things that I want to accomplish. Like, if I felt like doing something, I'd go do it, and then I'd get home. But the thing is, like, I'd be fucking bored, dude. Like, some days, like, I would chill with the boys a lot, but like, I mean, some things is like, some activities like not positive for you.
Yeah, I was about to say, you deserve, like, you're able to give yourself downtime. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You just have to monitor it. Careful.
Yeah, you don't want it to take over like your work time.
Facts. Or just like growth time. Like, definitely, that's the thing, like you were saying, like structure. Yeah. You could structure your life in a way to where you can have fun, but like, you also need to grow, because if you're not growing, bro, if you're not moving forward, you're going backwards, bro.
And I'm doing full hardcore like structure next year. Like, I'm thinking even like about going full time. Like, it's just, I'm thinking about doing like a lot of shit, dude. I'm thinking about getting, like Peter was saying, like another source of income. Yeah. So I might become a vendor in the mornings or something. Yeah. Like, legitimately, like, it's gonna be so structured back to like how I had it.
Let me ask you this: so how do you, like, we obviously, I feel like at the end of the year, like when the new year's coming around, we want to do a lot of things, but how do you get to the point where like you don't fall into the trap of just wanting a lot of shit?
Yeah, and then not doing it.
Exactly. How do you avoid that? What'd you
like
say?
What I did last year is I just cut out alcohol. I cut out like
for how long?
Weed. I cut out like How long did I go on that hiatus, dude? That
Dude,
was
it
like,
was a while. Actually,
yeah, that was like
it started before.
That was like
then,
5 or 6 months, dude.
Yeah.
Because that was whenever I was looking for jobs and shit too. But it was also like, I just wanted to.
You think it was pressure that kind of did that to you, or you think it was like just self-propelled type?
Yeah, dude. Because like, so what I did was I just cut out like all of the distractions. Because now it's like, I'm chilling. So like, I'm enjoying the rest of my year.
That's how I feel too.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the rest of my year. I'm just relaxing because like whenever I had that, dude, I was so cut and dry. I was just work,
like focus,
just work, and just like.
Were you having fun?
No, not really.
So what do you think about that? Like, you think just find a balance or what?
Comes back to finding my balance, dude. Finding a schedule.
So yeah, cause like you can do the work thing, you can do the like grind thing, but like it's only gonna last so long until you're like yourself is like, what the fuck,
dude. I felt like I was legitimately like 30 something and I had kids. It was because I wasn't drinking, I wasn't smoking, I wasn't like, it just felt boring.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard. It's the hard thing is to find a balance where your life is structured. Yeah. But you can still have fun. I mean, it might not even be something that people can really figure out. Yeah. Because like, at least for me, it's hard to like even stick to a schedule. Because just like I want to do like the way I live my life is like I do shit on a whim. Right. In a way. But I mean, it kind of makes it like
I'm the same way.
It makes certain things more satisfying and certain things like over the course of time, if you're like not doing what you need to, and like you don't want your eyes to be open, like we were saying earlier, when you hit rock bottom. You want to be able to just like pause for time and like look at your life and just like rearrange shit, switch shit around. And like people do that through like meditation. Oh yeah. People do that through reading or just like focusing. Like you gotta like, you just have to have some time. I guess people even do that through religion. But you gotta like take time out of your day and just realize like, what am I doing? And like,
you gotta reset.
Yeah, you have to like live in the moment, but as you also have to just focus on like where you're going and shit. So I think it's important.
I'm kind of seeing how 2020 is gonna go out. So I might cut out like like all the distraction shit. Like as far as like smoking, drinking, partying and shit. Again, it depends. I don't know yet. I just want to see what, like, if I get a new job or if I get another job or something like that, see how that works out. But yeah, dude, just 2020 is just all about like getting our shit going. Grinding. You know what I mean? Yeah. Cause like we're almost there, bro. I'm trying to get our place.
Chasing dreams, bro. Yeah. Chasing dreams and like no give up,
Cause honestly, I haven't, like what people were saying earlier. Like as far as like I have felt that, like I actually felt that like last week that I wasn't, cause just seeing like people that and somewhere different, it does bring that shit up.
Yeah, and I was gonna say something about that earlier. Like that's low key a problem with social media, because you'll even see like, say you see like people traveling on fucking Instagram, and you never know, like people can, like for example, people can be in debt. They could get the money from their parents. They could just have a more privileged life, which is fine. But like you're looking at that, and the shit that it does to your brain is like, you just think like, I don't have those opportunities. Right. My life must be less than.
I'll never get there.
Exactly.
Right. It's just you start going through all this stuff in your head.
It could do the opposite as well. It could motivate you to like work harder. Right. But I mean, you just gotta. I would say for social media, you gotta take it with a grain of salt, because you never know. Like, it's only the best parts of people's life.
Exactly. And like what Peter was saying, like it's like you gotta get past that thought.
Facts.
Because it's like. Now I'm past the thought, because it's like I feel like we actually have, like once Courtney was telling me like, you guys done this, you've done that, you've done this, Kenny, like you've done this, you've done that. Like she made sense. Like we actually have done like a lot this year.
That's a good thing about like having somebody you can talk to and just like
someone on the outside, because once you're in your head, I feel like we get in our head about shit. But if it's someone who sees the progress and they're right next to you and they see it, like it's kind of like once they tell you like, hey, you've actually done this, like facts. Then it's like, okay, I can kind of like see where, because dude, we're gonna have our own place next year.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like how many people can say they have their own place, like an actual house? Right. And I want to make it a home too, like where we can actually chill, like we could actually have our own shit, like have a beer, come home, relax, fucking, and then like pop a movie in or something, like just do your shit.
Yeah. Another thing, like I think that, like you were saying, like you can have somebody outside like looking in. Another thing is like, I think you can structure your mind in a way to to where you think about those things and like, cause that's something I've done is like, if I ever think like, oh, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, like I can like look at the things I have done and like it's a mindset thing to where like you got to be able to step outside yourself. And I don't know if I did it through like meditation or just like external shit that I put in my mind of like, it could be like watching like YouTube videos or like just like reading books. Like it tells you like, don't just focus on the negative shit, like focus on what you've done.
Because like you can legitimately tomorrow become a construction worker if you wanted. Just go get your qualifications, go do this, go do your training, and then boom, you could live that life. If
like people think like shit's impossible or like they don't think they can achieve it, but literally if like I think you are too, like a big believer in like opportunity. You can do what you want.
Yeah, dude, it's opportunity. Like we have been blessed with like a world where we can, or like a country where we can kind of do that. Like you can look at America two different ways. You can look at it as like everything's always about money.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
No, it really is.
Yeah.
Gas, food, everything here requires money.
I mean, almost the entire world, just because.
If you don't, no, not necessarily.
Well, it depends where you are. If you're like in some
different countries,
some like tribe, where like it's just family structure.
And see, yeah, dude, like, and that's another thing I was looking at too, is just like looking at see what's right for you around the world. You don't have to necessarily live in just America.
Yeah.
Just because you're born here.
Like take aspects from like other cultures.
Right. So if there's a type of lifestyle that I like here, where they eat more fruits and they cherish more
facts
family cultures and shit over like money and possessions and stuff, like, then yeah, dude,
you can build that.
Exactly.
That's what be dope about like having a family and shit, like that you create, like getting married, having kids, like you can literally create an entire culture of like your own.
You can change your last name and start your own.
Facts.
So dude, it's like,
would you ever change your last name?
I've thought about it.
Really? I've thought about it
more than once. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What would you change your last name to?
I don't even know, man. Cause like, I seriously don't know. Cause like, I want my family's original name, which is Nelson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's my family's
like
original.
Mom's maiden name.
Yeah. So that's like our family name. But I don't know, dude.
Dude, I thought about that. Like
Brown is such like it's just like.
You don't like it?
I like it because it's like it's just there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're brown. Like if you're young, you're young.
Yeah,
like, those are common last names.
I like young. It's kind of common.
It's common, but it's uncommon.
It's kind of not. You know? Because it's like there's versions of it, but like I don't know. I like
the Asian young.
Yeah, dude. This like the fucking librarian today. He said Jung. I'm like, yeah, bro. Yeah, whatever.
No.
I mean, I don't give a fuck. But like a last name to me is like important because it's like,
bro, that's you.
Yeah, it's beyond you, bro.
Yeah,
because your first name is you.
Yes.
Your last name is like legacy.
Yeah, and
like your family. But I mean, I guess it just depends, like how you view it.
Like the Walmart family. What's her name again? The Wallies. Is it the Waltzers or something?
I don't know. It's like something like that.
But their family last name, like. No.
I guess you build your family decides whether it's important or not.
Yeah.
Whatever they instill in you. You know?
Yeah. Wow. It's a year of growth next year, dude.
Year of growth.
I'm actually excited. Like I'm actually excited to see like how we take on next year.
Yeah, I feel like next year is really. I mean, we probably said this every year, and a lot of shit we're saying we probably say before the end of the year.
Yeah.
But I feel like next year is gonna decide at the age we're at, 20, 22. 23 next year is like really gonna decide like a lot of people's future.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Which you should think about that. I mean, not think about it, but you should act it every day is like
as it is your future.
Is like going to determine your future.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Whether you're eating like shit or something, like you're just like building towards your fucking destiny.
Yeah. And like with this podcast, dude, like honestly, the growth we made in like the course of a couple months is amazing.
Bro, I bet even like when we're older, we'll see it way different than we do now because like we're kind of just living it now.
Yeah.
And kind of just building it. But in the future, like we're gonna see it as like, oh shit, that's where it all started.
Because in like 5 years, 10 years, I imagine us like being able to like move our studio somewhere.
Yeah.
And like that type of shit. That's what I was gonna say. Like, dude, like, because when we have our house, that's definitely gonna be our studio, obviously. Like. That's gonna be our main thing, but
fact.
Once we get big enough to like start doing like, merch, and like doing stuff like that. Like, cause I do want to hit that next year.
Yeah. If you want some merch, you can go ahead and comment below.
All right, guys, that's gonna wrap everything up for this episode. Thank you for listening to episode 18. Me and Drew really enjoyed this one, talking about some real shit. And like, you know, it's gonna be a good year, but like Drew was saying, you know, it's not the mentality it's the mentality you have, but not like the number that comes with it, like not the year. You know, you want to just make a change. Facts. So thank everybody for listening. We'll be right back with episode 19 coming this next week with our friend Tyler. Talk some sports, talk some more life, and see his perspectives on finishing school and shit like that. So all right, we'll catch y'all later.